guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian. So today I'm going to be doing a shave with a pretty unique razor that I have in my collection. I never shaved before on camera with this razor, but here it is. So this baby is called the Star Safety Razor, and I believe these were manufactured from the early 40s up to the 60s, or early 60s. So this is a three-piece razor. And it's got nice little knurling on the handle here. Pretty close to what Gillette Tech would look like. But anyway, there's a backstory about this razor. This company, Star Safety Razor, is probably the oldest company that started producing safety razors in the United States. And they started in 1875. So backstory is with Star Safety Razor, these two brothers that came from Germany, immigrated from Germany in 1870. They were called the Kampfe brothers. They spelled their name, I think it was Kampfe. So they immigrated from Germany into New York, specifically in Brooklyn, and they opened a tool store, I believe like cutlery and tool store. So they were both frustrated with using a straight razor. They wanted something a little bit easier, maybe something a little bit more quicker, so they decided to develop the first safety razor, which they called the Kampfe's rake. So it's really a single-edged razor, reminiscent of the gem razors, which later I'll get to that in a second. Which they would what they looked like back in the early or late 1800s. So that was the first safety razor. But anyway, they decided to make that razor, and keep in mind they started the company 28 years before even Gillette started. So in my opinion, they were the first safety razor manufactured in the United States, and they sold about 6 million safety razors before even Gillette was even. The first Gillette was even made from doing some research I read online. So 1875 they started. But anyway, this is like a kind of like a Gillette Tech. Well, actually, this razor I believe was an inspiration for Gillette Tech. So I believe Gillette possibly looked at this razor and maybe even copied it or drew inspiration to make this razor. So anyway, this is like a nice little gold finish double-edged razor. There's no date code on it. It's a three-piece razor. And on the back it just simply says Made in USA, Star, and it says Star on both sides right here, and Made in USA right on the bottom cap. So there's nothing on the top cap, underneath the top cap, that says any kind of date code at all. So I'm speculating this is probably anywhere from 1940s to 1960s, so pretty wide range. But this is about 2 ounces weight. It's got definitely a nice little knurling on the handle here. In my opinion, this is probably an even better handle than the Gillette Tech. So 2 ounces, this is how much this razor weighs, and the razor is actually the same weight as the Gillette Tech. So let me put them side by side. You guys can see this here. Gillette Tech does have a date code on it, by the way. So let's take a look here. Yeah, so definitely pretty alike. This one has more knurling on it, and it has the end cap here, which is easier to grab and hold. So definitely has the same weight, the same type of head here. Let me just do a comparison here. Yeah, pretty close to the same blade gap. And from reading about these razors, the Star razor had a 0.023 blade gap, which the Gillette Tech had a 0.022 blade gap. So pretty close on the aggression on the razor. But anyway, in my opinion, this is a nicer razor. This Star Razor Company made a bunch of these double-edged razors with this gold finish on here, and a lot of the ones you see on eBay or ones you come across in antique shops, not a very good gold finish because it does wear off, but this one's in pretty good shape. As you can tell, a little bit off, a little bit missing from the top cap. When I bought this razor, I did not polish it. I just simply cleaned it up because I didn't want to risk taking off the gold finish. But definitely a nice little weighted shaver. And the only thing the difference, also there's a difference there. There's no blade on the Gillette Tech. It's held. The blades are held in by these little things on the top cap right here. These little blade holder tabs. And in comparison with the Star razor, the blade is held by these little posts here, the two posts on the opposite side. So that's another difference between the Star razor and a Gillette Tech. But anyway, I'm gonna do a shave with this razor here, and let me get to that shave. But first, the soap I'll be using is RazoRock What the Puck Blue Barbershop. I'm gonna be using my Haircut and Shave Co. Barbershop or Barberpole brush with a tuxedo knot. This is a huge knot. I want to say this is like a 30mm knot, but definitely a very nice lather producing knot. So this will be my brush I'll be using for this shave. And for razor, razor blade. I haven't really decided what razor blade I'll be using. So I'll probably go with a Gillette Silver Blue, which I will go with. This will be the first use. So anyway guys, to make one, wash my face. Got about a day and a half of growth. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so anyway, got my brush loaded with the Blue Barbershop by RazoRock. So I'm ready to go on the Haircut and Shave Co. synthetic brush here. And I believe you can still get these on Amazon. That's where the website is for Haircut and Shave Co. But great brush. They have a newer version of this, but nevertheless, this is one of my favorite brushes to use. So let me go ahead and do that first pass. So I'll probably do a 2-pass shave today, because I got a lot of things to do today. But I wanted to talk about the Star razor and the unique history about this razor. But you see a lot of these razors a lot of times on eBay. You might come across them in antique shops. And they're not too expensive. They're probably about anywhere from $5 to about $20 for these razors, because they're not really considered valuable collector items. I believe they make a lot of them, that's why. So you see them pretty much everywhere. And they're usually like the gold finish tech type looking razors you see. But you do see an awful lot of the single edge earlier versions from the 1800s or early 1900s, which surprisingly they're not very valuable, but definitely beautiful razors to look at. Alright, so this stuff makes great lather, RazoRock soaps, especially the Blue Barbershop. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the shave here. We'll do that first pass. So I'll probably be doing against the grain and with the grain. Maybe a little bit of touch up. But I'm going to be using my Star razor, and it's a beauty for sure. And like I said, I love this handle. So modeled after, that's actually the Gillette Tech was modeled after this razor. So possibly the oldest safety razor company around, with one of their recent safety razors here. Yeah, definitely shaves like a Gillette Tech for sure. But man, the handle is nice to hold on to. Definitely love the knurling on the handle. Thick knurling. A little bit much more than the Gillette Tech has. So by the knurling itself, I love the I love the Star Razor. And I don't use it very much to shave with, but man, I forgot how good of a shaver this thing is. So it's definitely a mild shaver. Not a very aggressive shaver at all. Probably more aggressive if you put like a feather blade in it or a Kai blade. So I was trying to do my research to see when exactly the Star Razor Company dissolved or quit being in business, but interesting fact, they were bought by the American Razor Company in 1906. So they actually merged with American Razor Company, which makes the Persona blades, by the way. And for a time, Star blades were actually made by that company also in the 1940s. I want to say early, maybe early 1920s to 1940s, but they stopped making the blades because of the war effort for World War II. But for a time, you were able to find Star blades out there in the 1940s, well, up to the 1940s. And I do see them time to time for sale, the vintage Star blades on different sites here on eBay, on Etsy, places like that. And also an interesting fact about Star Razor, the two brothers had people working for their company all the way from the beginning, and one of those individuals was named Jerry Reichard, I believe. He was one of the people that helped start the Star Razor Company. So he worked for the brothers for about 23 years, and in 1898, he left the company and started his own company called Gem Razor, or Gem Cutlery Company, and actually developed the Gem Safety Razor. So pretty cool, interesting history there. So he pretty much copied a lot of his design from the Star Safety Razor, the single blade razor that they had, or the Kampfe brake. They call it the Kampfe brake that they produced, which they produced from 1875 all the way up to the early 1900s. But he definitely copied a lot of that design from that company, from Star Razor. But interesting fact, that's where Gem Razor came from. Alright guys, let me wash my face, guys. Rinse my face. Be right back. Alright guys, back to that second pass here. So, got enough lather left on the brush for the Blue Barbershop here. And talking about the shave for the Star Razor, pretty close to a Tech, but a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion. Not much more, but definitely noticeable compared to my Tech razors, my Fat Handle Tech, and also, my Fat Handle Tech, and also my regular Gillette Tech razors. I have the ball tip Tech that I just showed you guys a minute ago. So a little bit noticeably aggressive than those razors, but still, to me, still a mild shaver, in my opinion. Yeah, so I'll probably do a 2-pass shave. Let me just do a little more lathering here. Alright, so I'm going to go against the grain right here. Yeah, this razor definitely works great with the Silver Blue by Gillette blades. But I used this razor, the last time I used it, a Pole Silver Blade, and got a pretty good shape with that blade too. Yeah, so I weighed both the razors. They're 2 ounces, exactly 2 ounces the same. So maybe Gillette did copy this razor. When they started making the Tech. Because it does shave just like a Tech. A little more aggressive, but not much more. But definitely has that Tech shave to it. And construction-wise, it's made out of brass. I'm pretty sure it's made out of brass because I definitely feel the hefty in it. It sounds like brass when you connect all the heads to it, basically the top and bottom calves. So and another interesting fact is American City Razor also owned Everready too for a time. This is all purely research that I got from the online, but I think for a time the American City Razor did own Gem, Star, or had something. They actually merged, and they owned Gem, and they also own Everready and Star. So they owned all three of those companies together. But still, they still produce the razors underneath their original names, like Everready and Gem and Star. So it was a big umbrella there, or conglomerate, that owned all those three different brands there. All right. Let me do a little more touch up right here. So I'll do this a few places right here, just touch up. Going across the grain on my places on my face where the hair I know grows that way. Hope you guys having a good weekend so far. So I survived Halloween. A lot of trick-or-treaters this year in my neighborhood. There's a lot of small families that live down in my neighborhood here in Florida, and there was a lot of people that brought kids to my neighborhood for trick-or-treating, so ran out of 3 bags of candy in an hour. Believe that. Man, I just love the scent of this soap. So, Blue Barbershop, I really didn't talk about the soap much. But anyway, Blue Barbershop by RazoRock, or What the Puck. This was modeled after Floyd Blue, which is not being made anymore. So definitely pretty close to the scent. Definitely has a barbershop scent to it. And I love this soap. Pretty inexpensive. I think this was like $6 for this puck of soap. Maybe even cheaper than that. Alright guys, let me go and rinse my face. I'll be right back for the post shave. Alright guys, that was a pretty good shave from the Star City Razor. And for post-op shave, I'm going to be using my Blue Barbershop Aftershave Splash, which goes with the soap. And this stuff is very, very fantastic. I love the scent of this stuff. And to me, it smells like Blue Floyd, exactly like it. Let me go and shake it up. So this is an alcohol-based aftershave. And the scent is phenomenal and pretty strong. This will last me about 3 or 4 hours after I put it on. So let me go ahead and put some of this on here. Oh definitely refreshing. And as of any stuff from RazoRock or Italian Barber, pretty inexpensive. I think I paid maybe around 10 or 11 bucks for this aftershave. I mean the set itself is probably less than $20 for both of these things. So very good value and excellent scent, by the way. Definitely love Blue Barbershop by RazoRock. And scent strength on the soap, I failed to mention, was probably about 6. Not too strong, but definitely there. Definitely there to smell that. So definitely a great scent. And specifically, I use this razor here, which is a Star Safety Razor. It's a 3-piece double-edged razor, and often a forgotten razor, but definitely a very underrated razor and a superb shaver. Mild, but man, I got a good shave with that Silver Blue Blade by Gillette, and I just love the way it looks. Just the gold finish, the knurling on here. And let me just show you the knurling. It is superb looking. Very nice razor. And I got this online, got it from eBay, I believe. Less than $20. I think I paid maybe 15 bucks, maybe with shipping about $20. But definitely nice looking knurling on there. The gold finish is still there. There's a little bit missing from here, but you really can't tell. But definitely a beautiful razor. Definitely an underappreciated razor in my opinion, but definitely if you see these, check it out. They're called the Star Safety Razor, and if you like Gillette Techs, specifically like the ball tip one here, or even the fat handle Tech, you'll not be disappointed with this razor. Very great shaver, underrated in my opinion. So use that razor. I use my Haircut and Shave Co. Barberpole synthetic brush with a 30mm knot. This thing's a huge knot. This is like like I said, 30mm tuxedo knot, and you can still find these on Amazon, I believe. Pretty cheap, not too expensive. They have a newer version, I believe, that's more of a clear Barberpole handle, but nevertheless, still an excellent brush. Use my Gillette Blue, which is the first juice of the blade, and that really did a great job in this razor. But I think any blade would do superb in this razor. Any sharp, decent blade, Vashcod, Nasset would probably do well. Pulse Silver was excellent in this razor. So definitely pick one of these up if you see one, and you will not be disappointed because they're great shavers. But other than that, guys, that's my shave for this weekend. Hope you guys have a good week. And it is November. It is getting there. It is almost Thanksgiving, and I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving. But anyway, you guys have a good week. And hit like, subscribe if you like this video. But definitely check out the history about Star Safety Razor. Very interesting razor. And like I said, first company to make safety razors in the USA. So definitely check out the history. And I will see you guys later. Guys, have a good week. Take care.